everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. Thank you for joining me for another makeup tutorial. Today I've got a root beer. I probably should just be drinking water or no more coffee, but it is uncaffeinated, so that's something. So I'm going to try another makeup look today for a Christmas look to show you how you can do different colors for Christmas. And this is one of my favorites, and I'm going to add a little twist. I'm doing pink and red. It's going to be weird, but it won't be like my last pink and red one with orange, which was my conspiracy look. This is Jeffree Star, and I do have, both Jeffree Star actually. Pink Religion. Yeah, Pink Religion, and then Blood Sugar. So those are the two palettes I'll be working with, and let's get started. So I'm going to spray my face with some Caudalie Beauty Elixir. I have a couple of different products, like not new products, but ones I just haven't used recently. But basically, it's like nothing new. So I'm going to go in with my Innbeauty Project Face Glaze Highlighting Gel Cream. So yes, this is a highlighting gel cream, but it's also, can use it underneath your foundation for an all-over glow. So that's what we're going to do today. And also make sure that my skin is nice and moisturized. I did moisturize after I was done in the shower today, but you know, you can never have too much. Never, ever, ever. So I have a good barrier cream, cream between my skin and the foundation. My face is really nice and moisturized. I think it's going to go on okay. But today I'm going to use a different product. So I've been using my YSL foundation, which I've been loving. But this one, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This one is called Impeccable. Let's see, I can't even read it. It's too small. Impeccable Blurring Second Skin Matte Foundation in the shade 3N. So I can't remember if this one's too dark for me, but I'll see once I get it on, and then we might have to like shade match. I don't know. But from like looking at it compared to my YSL, it didn't actually seem that bad. So here it goes, nothing. Okay, it's not bad. We could probably pull this off. It is a matte foundation. It might dry darker. I don't know. I haven't used this forever. I just realized, I'm like, I want to use some new foundations. I haven't used them in a long time. So far, it's going on pretty nice. I think I need another pump, though, to do this side of my face. I don't think that that's bad. It's a little darker than I'm used to. And I do have a feeling it's going to dry lighter. So what we're going to do, dry darker. It is going to dry down, I feel like. So I'm going to continue blending. It actually went on really nicely. Kind of surprised. I mean, I haven't used this in a while. But I do like me some good Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. Okay, so in order to lighten things up, I will lighten up the T-zone. Maybe I won't actually use any contour because it is so dark. I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. Love this stuff. This is the shade Light Sand, so it's really going to lighten things up a lot. We're going to do underneath the eyes, on the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, chin, forehead. Okay, so this is where it gets lighter. Then I'm also going to do a little bit of a darker area here with some contour, but I'm going to put this just down below to lighten up the jawline. Okay, so you're going to see in a minute how that's going to work. So we're going to take my contour, which is the Rare Beauty Liquid Contour in the shade Solace. And I put this just above I'll blend that up into the hairline. And you know what? I'm going to use my other contour stick in my nose once we're blended out. So then the trick is to, maybe I'll use the pointy end of my sponge. I'm going to do the concealer first. So we'll highlight everything. Actually, I suppose I could use this for the contour. Probably better to use two different colors. So I'm not going to blend it out either too much. We're going to let it dry down a bit so that it stays bright without moving the product around too much. Because we've got some plans today, you guys. Got some plans. So like the way I'm doing my makeup tonight is the way that I used to do my makeup when I first started on my channel. It's a bit of a more makeup heavy look. And I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. You know why, ladies and gents? Because I so enjoy doing my makeup. I really do. I love playing with color. I love playing with shade and light. That's so cool. Okay, so now I'm going to do the cheeks. Blend that out. Okay, so I didn't put a whole lot of contour around my forehead, and that's okay. It looks pretty good still. Okay, and then I'm going to go back into the other sponge and just like blend this out. I think that looks so pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go off camera and do eyebrows. Be right back. Okay, guys, eyebrows are all done. So now what I'm going to do is powder just a little bit. So I've got my Huda Beauty powder here. And I don't often use powder, but like I said, today's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to take my large powder brush and my small one. We'll do my eyes first. This foundation's pretty good so far. I haven't had any creasing. The concealer is good. The foundation's good. So I'm going to do my lipstick right now, just because I just want to. I don't know why. I'm drinking I'm drinking a drink. I don't really want to do lipstick, but I kind of do at the same time. It sounds weird, I know. So I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil liner. This is the shade Cool Brown, and line my lips. I think this is Cool Brown, yeah. I also have the shade Parchment, which is like a little bit of a peach color. Okay, I'm going to do my usual, put a little bit of my cream lipstick on. And just blend my lips together. You know, that actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, so I'm going to go into the shadow. I have to be really careful because I don't want to get any fallout. So I'm going to wet my brush. Okay, so I'm going to wet my brush with some setting spray. I'm just going to use my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray because I have it easily available. I'm going to wet my brush and I'm going to go into the shade. I think I'm just going to go straight. Oh, you know what? I don't know. I was going to use this for Blood Sugar. So how about we do a little bit of shading first? I'm going to use the shade Prick and then Cherry Soda, and then we'll go into Blood Sugar. So this is Prick, that's Cherry Soda. Actually, scratch that. None of this, just Cherry Soda and then Blood Sugar. I don't know what I'm thinking, but we're just going to do this. Okay, so first is Cherry Soda. I'm using a smaller brush. And I'm putting this in. I had to go off camera for a second because I had to text a friend, and I'm on my good phone now filming instead of my work phone. So that is why. So I'm just continuing to put the same shadow in my crease, and I'm realizing that it's looking really, really pink already, and I haven't even added a pink shade. But I'm going to put this on the bottom as well. So I'm still in the shade Cherry Soda. Putting it on the bottom, and I'm just going to blend up into the shadow on the top. Okay, so I've completely surrounded the eye. And then what we're going to do, using the same brush, I'm actually going to do the outside of the shadow first. I'm going to use the shade Saint Star, which is this really light pink shade here. And we're just going to blend out the edges. So this is kind of where the pink comes in. And I might also do a pink highlight. I think that would be really pretty. Actually, it's really funny. In this pink palette, there's one shade that is so pretty, and it's called Holy Fire. I thought I used it already, but I guess I didn't. One of them comes off as even more pink. I'm not sure if it's that one or this one, but Holy Fire is so pretty. It's almost got like this undercurrent of orange. I just love it so much. Okay, so I'm just continuing to blend it out, and then we might have to go back in and just darken this up, because this is I mean, I'm all for pink and stuff, but this is really pink. Holy. I'm actually going to go into my Huda Beauty powder, pick up a little powder on my brush, and then blend even the pink out a little bit, just because it's so pink. I just want a really soft blend. All around the eye. Okay, so before we put any more shadow on, I'm just going to turn my camera because it looks like I just moved it. I'm going to go in with a liner. I picked out something that's not black for a change. I've got my Hourglass waterproof gel eyeliner in the shade, it's a Voyear eyeliner in the shade Chestnut. So I'm going to line my eyes with this. It's going to be purple almost, but we'll see the effect when we're done. Okay, so eyes are lined. See, it almost looks black, but it's not as dark and it's not as harsh, which I really, really like. So right, I need some blush. I feel like I'm a little washed out yellow compared to my eyeshadow right now. So I have to do powder blush because I realized I just went and did everything powder. So I wonder if these would be good. This is from, it's called the Blushing Delights Blush and Highlighter. It's the Pat McGrath Labs and Bridgerton collab. So I might use this. Actually, that highlighter is so pretty too. I'm going to use the, I don't know. I don't even know what I want to use. I want to use all of them. Is that a shame? I'm going to use the purpley toned color first. Put it on underneath, and then we'll add to it. Okay, and then we're going to go in with this like peachy orange color here. Wow, I feel like this is like editorial makeup. Alrighty, blush is blushed. We're good there. So I'm going to go into my wet brush that I do not know where I put it. See if it's still wet. It is. Now I'm going to go into Blood Sugar, which is the shimmery kind of metallic red in the palette. We're going to put this all over the lid. This is kind of what makes the look. You need like a good shimmer shade. Okay, so there's the red. The pink is everywhere else. I'm going to put a smidge of this wet red shadow on the lower lash line too. Again, I just got another text. This is from a different friend. Sorry. So I'm going to push this into the liner and then just keep that pink like on the outside. We are going to blend this in though when it starts to dry. So I'm just going to continue on the other eye here. Isn't that pretty? I might not even need to blend it. That is such a pretty color. Okay. But I'll blend the top portion. So now everything's basically done. I'm going to wipe away this little tad of fallout that fell down there. We're going to highlight after. What do we want to highlight first? Let's highlight first. I'm going to use my Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Exhilarate. This is kind of like a champagne gold highlighter. And we need my highlighter brush and the teensy tiny one. I was going to use pink, but I think I changed my mind just because I don't want it to look too pink. So we're going to use this powder highlighter here. We'll blend it in after. This one's really powdery and really sparkly too. I forgot what this one was like. I've been so used to using cream products. But we'll we're going to go in with my setting spray. So I'm hoping that that will kind of make the powder look kind of go away and just meld everything together and make it look really pretty. Forgot how much sparkle this one had. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think what we're going to do is, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be doing lashes today. I'm going to put mascara on and see what that looks like after I've lined my eye, and then we'll go from there. We'll be right back. All right, guys. I decided not to do lashes. I don't know why. I just don't feel like it. So I'll show you which mascaras I used. This was the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift, which kind of gave me a lot of volume. And then the Telescopic, just the regular one, gave me length. So that's actually not bad. I don't mind that. Just going to use my blush brush to kind of blend in the cheeks a bit more. And then we're going to blend the shadow. So I'm going to take that pink brush and blend the red shadow kind of into the pink in my crease, just so there's no like harsh edges. So one thing that I like the idea of, I don't know if I want to do it right now. I was using like the Patrick Ta chocolate palette, like the duo, the other day, and I put a little touch on the center of my lid, and it was so pretty and so like nice. I don't know if I want to do that right now. Do I? Maybe. Just not with the red palette. Let's see. Is there something in the pink one that I could use? No, because it's all cool toned. I know. I'm going to go into the Nars Summer Solstice and use, which one? Maybe this one here or that one? No, this one here. Just my pinky finger and put a dot on the center of my lid and then blend it in just to give a little bit of shimmer. There, just so it's not so harsh. Okay, I think that's it for today's makeup look. I think I'm done. So we're going to do some setting spray, and then I'm going to bring out my trusty fan because I have to. And the setting spray just puts everything together so nicely. It kind of melds the makeup and the powder into the foundation and just makes it look like glass, and it's so pretty. Looks a lot more natural. And I really like the eyes. See that little touch of like highlighter on the center? Just kind of spruce it up a little bit. I feel like I could put a little bit more on the left actually. Okay, so a touch more on the left, just right there. Oops. And we're done. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Click on the bell button to be notified when I upload new content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah. Bye.